Game dev. What are we doing? What did we do last time? We leveled up the player last time. That's what we did. And then this time we can go deeper into the dungeon, but the difficulty never increases. So this time we're increasing the difficulty. This is the plan. Right. Tutorial? Where did I put you? There we go. The dungeon floors do not change in risk or reward. To remedy that, we will introduce some variety so that the type and composition of spawn monsters and items will change depending on the depth of the floor. Such spawn tables are data, and as such I would prefer to implement them as resources. However, the way we'll implement these uses dictionaries, which at the moment don't allow typing of their contents. That means if we use exported dictionaries, we have to manually set the type, both the key and the value for each entry. And if it's something as simple as having strings for this, no, having strings for both, this would mean first creating a new entry, then selecting the type of key from a long list of options, then selecting the type of the value from the same long list of options. Only after that, we could enter the values. This is not convenient, so I will use constant values in the code. In a bigger project, you might want to separate your data out somehow, but for the small scope we're dealing with here, this should be a good starting point. So how do these spawn tables look? Okay. Okay. Let's get some spawn tables, I guess, in Dungeon Generator. Entities, here we go. These following constants, we will replace our previous max items per room and max monsters per room. They consist array of arrays, yes, 2 entries each, which is not a dictionary. First entry is the minimum, second one is the maximum. So from floor 1 up to floor 3 we have up to 1 item in each room, and from floor downwards we have up to 2 items. The monsters work the same way. Next we need to define, okay, so it's saying put those there, and we don't need these. Next, we need to define which monsters and items can spawn on each floor. We have dictionaries with integer keys, each associated with a value that is itself a dictionary. Dictionaries could have any number of string keys, corresponding to the strings we use for spawning entities with integer weights. Hey, look at mechanic. Good hanging. Apparently got a gifted sub. Yeah, I don't know, there's just gifted subs everywhere. More gifted subs have been given out than people who regularly watch this stream, so it's, I don't know, it's sub Christmas or something in July. I don't know, but I met my sub goal last month and my revenue goal, so that's great. That happened. And now we're working on increasing the difficulty as we go deeper in the dungeon. Okay, item chances. Enemy chances. I guess these are floor numbers. So I guess to start the game, we have a 35% chance of finding only health potions, and then we add confusion and then lightning and then fireball with these percent chances, I'm guessing. And then we start out with an 8% chance of orcs. And on 3 we add trolls, possibly. And then the possibility of troll increases. I feel like this is also maybe a silly way of doing it because the leveling, you can go infinitely deep in the dungeon. It seems like there should be a mathematical way based on the floor number of determining all of this stuff. And then we just have like some kind of multiplier. For each type of thing. I don't know. Don't know that this is necessarily the best way of doing things. But this is what the tutorial says, so this is what we'll do, and when we make our own, we can do it differently. Okay. These weights are arbitrary numbers, only the relationship between them matters. Oh, okay, so it's not a percentage chance, it's the relationship between them. Follow the tutorial and that could be something to experiment with later. Yeah, this also might be kind of fun because I, way earlier didn't like the way they were handling determining what monsters and items spawned in each room. So I did my own thing. And now it's dramatically different from what's in the tutorial, so this could be a little bit fun. We might be doing our own thing anyway, just because I already changed it. Later called in a function that will see what entities can spawn on each floor. This function will go through the keys up to the number of the current floor and add up all the keys and values that appear. The keys that appear again overriding the older entries. Then we can use the associated weight to perform a weighted draw. For example, on floor 6 we see that orc has a weight of 80 and troll first gets a weight and blah blah blah. Okay, yes. So it's a weighted draw. So we see that trolls will become more common the deeper we go, but will be outnumbered by orcs even on the deeper levels. Okay, let's look at the code first for the maximum amount of entities per room. The following new function. Okay, max value for floor. Yeah, so this is broken now. We'll get there, I guess. Like one of those people says, I replaced the sugar in this recipe with salt and it tasted disgusting. Do people genuinely do that? Like they change like 50% of the recipe and then be like, this recipe is terrible, 0 out of 5. Because like, I've read those comments and I just have to wonder, are they real? Like, of course it was terrible, you changed half the recipe. You didn't even follow the recipe, you made up your own recipe. Or like my mom who's like, that's way too much spice that this recipe calls for. I'm gonna put in like 1/8 of that amount, and then wonders why the food is so bland. There's this one time, back when I was still living at home, My mom found this recipe in a magazine and she handed it to me, and she's like, because she knew I liked cooking, and she's been very vocal about not liking cooking, which is totally fine. So she hands me this recipe, and so I make the recipe. It was not very difficult. I don't remember what it was. It was some kind of salad or something. I don't know. It was not difficult is the point. And it just so happened that I managed to plate it in basically precisely the same way that it was photographed. So it looked almost exactly like the picture. And Mom's like, how'd you do that? I'm like, I just followed the recipe. I don't know, I did what it said. I followed the instructions. It's like, if you follow the instructions, it usually turns out. It must be like, people say, oh, they don't drink, so they leave wine out of the recipe and then say it was too dry. This is fair. I mean, all the alcohol cooks off pretty much, but it could be like a religious thing. You just don't do alcohol. Yeah, you gotta replace it with something. There are substitutions that do and don't work. And there's so many resources on the internet for what does and doesn't work. So like, if the recipe calls for a bunch of like wine and you're like, I wonder if I can just like replace this with something, you can just Google the question. And Google will tell you whether you can or cannot. And the internet knows things. Like, at least half of my cooking education came from Googling things. It's not that hard. A real chef doesn't ask questions because they've been doing it for so long that they already know the answers and they don't need to ask the questions. Good evening, Bloody Wolf. How are you? I totally forgot to ask Elegant Mechanic. How are you as well? Oh my goodness. Falling down on my hosting duties. I am toasty currently because it is very warm and our air conditioning is not working so good, i.e. at all really, so it's just kind of blowing up the colder air from the basement, so it's warm. Fine so far. Yeah, my day so far has been very not exciting. Working out details for the dance competition that's coming up in a couple weeks. Figuring out, do I have a hotel room? Who am I rooming with? Or do I need to book my own hotel room? How am I getting there? What day am I going? It's a bit of a mess, but it's not for like 2 more weeks, so I have time to figure it all out. And it's only like 1 city over, so like worst case I can drive myself. But like, I'd rather not if I don't have to. You're okay-ish? Well, I hope the rest of your day improves on the ish. I recommend a cup of tea or coffee or your favorite hot beverage of choice, or a cold beverage if it's very hot. This music is so good. I found a new playlist today and I'm just like, I'm vibing. Last month. Okay, she's pretty good. Yeah, definitely. Okay, yeah, roll with it. Absolutely. I definitely get that. I have been there. Okay-ish is, you know, as long as it's an improvement over before. Okay-ish is great. That's not what I was doing, but yes, thank you. Okay, we're getting a max value for floor weighted chances. What was I doing? Does anybody remember? I don't. What were we doing? Got off on a conversation now, I don't know what's going on. Right, okay, we were figuring out the maximum entities we can have in a room for items and things. The topic of the day, we're increasing the difficulty of the dungeon levels as we go deeper. And we've already embarked on doing it in a way that seems a little bit weird to me. So that's, it's definitely marked in my mind for doing it differently when I do this on my own. But for now, I'm going to follow the tutorial, and we'll see where that gets us. Okay, so this... for chance in, weighted chances by floor, which I guess we'll pass in. Oh, that's what oh my god, no, expand. There we go. So if chance... so if the thing in the first position is greater than our current floor, just keep it. Otherwise... what? Chance? Because we're referring to, if I go all the way up here, we're referring to maximum items. Right, and this is floor and items, which I don't know why we're doing it this way as an array of arrays rather than the exact way we're doing it here as like a dictionary. Because I would be inclined to just make like a config dictionary. I'm increasingly tempted to just do that because this feels weird. Anyway. So it's saying if the floor is greater than our current floor, ignore it. Otherwise, take the number in the second spot and return it. This is... I don't... This just feels weird. Don't like it. Because I really want just like a config dictionary that has every floor fully spelled out. And then you can just grab whatever data you want. Except that what I actually want is to have this whole thing done by some kind of equation, because because the number of floors is infinite and our little config dictionaries only handle up to like floor 6 or 7 or something. Anyway. Go through the array as long as the first entry of an item is less than we update current value with the second entry. That way when get the largest applicable value and return it, and then okay. So then in place entities, we'll place these first 4 lines like this. Yeah, because these are broken now. What's your problem? Max monsters per room. Okay, identify our current floor. Ah, okay. We're missing the current floor, which I'm apparently supposed to be getting in this function. And now everything's happy. Okay, great. all of my could be better notes to myself have been regarding this aspect of the game specifically. Because this is a very old line that's been here since somewhere near the beginning. Okay. Point out that we got a new parameter. Yes, I noticed that. Then we calculate max monsters, max items. So now we can get entities at random. Which takes weighted chances by floor, entities, and current floor. We roll through our dictionary. If key is greater than current floor. Wouldn't we want key to be less than current? If current floor is less than the key. Yes. No, that's right. Okay. No, that is right. It's just not the direction I would have written that in my head. Okay, but it does work. The floor is less than the key. Then we don't want anything, ignore it. All right. And then for each entity name and weighted chances by floor, then we fill in our entity weighted chances array. So this is essentially building up that config dictionary programmatically that I was talking about wanting. And then we roll through a number of entities. Chosen entities, append, okay, and then return chosen entities. All right. Yes, I just went through all that, so now we get to do pick weighted. So you get the weighted chances? Yes. So this is called from previous function. All of the weighted chances. Got keys, cumulative chances. So we roll through every item in the weighted chances dictionary. Adding keys to our list of keys. And getting the number out of that too. With that, that's just, we're getting the value. So we're getting the value and we're adding that to a sum. And then cumulative chances gets the sum added to it. So then random chance is going to be a random integer between the 0 and the sum, exclusive. And then we just define a selection string. And then for every item in, or for every integer, for the number of items in cumulative chances, no wait, cumulative chances is an array. We're not adding to it, we're appending to the array. Okay. So go through each item in cumulative chances. And if the chance of that is greater than random chance, then selection... What is this? This seems needlessly complex. Tutorial, what do you have to say about this? I'm so close to rewriting this, even though we're so close to the end of this page. This takes the weighted chances dictionary we've constructed for the current floor. This dictionary contains a number of string keys with associated weights. From these, we create an array with cumulative weights. If the input dictionary was like orc 80 troll 30, then we create an array of 80 and 110. Then we generate a random chance that's inside that range, so in this example up to 109. Then we go through the array for as long as the random number is bigger than the current array entry. Once the random chance is lower than the current array entry, we know that it's both bigger than the last one and lower than the current one, i.e. inside the slot associated with the current entry. We retrieve the associated key and return it. The thing about this approach is that it abstracts getting entity keys for both monsters and items. This reduces the duplicated code we require in place entities. I'm gonna have to read this again. So the weighted chances dictionary that we built, we take that and we create, so we start with a thing that's like orc 80 troll 30. And then we create an array that's basically the running sum of each thing, of each of the numbers. And then we generate a random chance inside that range. Then we go through the array for as long as the random number is bigger than the current array entry. So we generate a random number, and as long as that number is bigger than the item in the array we're looking at, we move on to the next one. And then once the random chance is lower than the current array entry, so if you ended up with a number like 90, it's bigger than 80, but then you get to 110 and then it's lower. We know that it's both bigger than the last one and lower than the current one. Okay, so it's in here. Then we retrieve the associated key and return it. What is this key? It abstracts getting entity keys for both monsters and items. I admit I do not fully understand this, because it seems like what we actually want is to just pick a thing. We'll roll with it. Hey, Hyper, how are you doing? We are increasing dungeon difficulty today, and I'm deeply confused about the methodology they've chosen, but we're rolling with it. Because, like, that's the bottom of the page right there, so I might just rewrite this whole thing. Because this seems weird. The nice thing about this approach is that it abstracts getting keys for both monsters and items. This reduces the duplicated code we require in place entities, which at this point... This actually completely replaces any of the weird code I had written before. Yeah, this completely replaces all of this. So let's just do that. Okay, so we get the maximum number of monsters and items per room as defined in our configuration variables. And then we pick a random number of monsters and items within those ranges. Then we get entities at random. Get entities at random. Based on the weighted chances by floor, the number of entries, and the current floor. And then do this, what feels like... Number of enemies is based on level. So the number of enemies and everything is defined up here. So... the maximum items by floor on, like, floor 1, you're allowed 1 item. When you get to floor 4, you're allowed 2 items. And then same thing for monsters. On floor 1, you can have 2 monsters, and on floor 4, that increases to 3. But I don't know why they decided to do it as an array of arrays instead of just a dictionary. Like it's done literally right here. So this is defining item chances for each floor. So starting out, you have a health you're only able to find health potions, and then you unlock confusion scrolls at 2, lightning scrolls at 4, and fireball scrolls at 6, because they don't appear earlier than that. Hi, Amber Dragon. And then these numbers are arbitrary. They're not like percentages out of 100. It's sort of an arbitrary weight, so all that matters is how big or small the numbers are relative to each other. And then same deal with enemies. Starting out, you're only going to find orcs. And then starting on level 3, you have a small chance of finding trolls, and then as you go higher in the lower. As you go lower in the dungeon, the chance of encountering trolls increases. But you're still going to be most likely to find orcs, because that number is higher. So that's all fine. It just seems like a weird way of doing it. Anyway, we'll get the array of monsters, I guess. The array of monsters that we're going to generate and the array of items that we're going to generate. When an increased risk of danger is then in progressive... Yeah, exactly. It's just the exact methodology for achieving that is not meshing with the way my brain wants to do it. Not a programmer, but when... be easier to take level number and multiply by... Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking, because I'm inclined to just do this as, oops. For the love of... I killed the music. Sorry. Because I'm inclined to do it with, like an equation of some sort based on the, level number. So like each entity would have an equation and you just slot in the level number and that adjusts how difficult they are. Because the way this is done, it's only, like, behavior's only defined up until, like, level 7. Like, 6 or 7. And there's an infinite number of floors. So this seems like a weird way of doing it, so yeah. I don't like it, but we're gonna go with it for the time being. Anyway, so we got all our entity keys, and then we roll through each of the entities. And the definition happens later when you're farther along. Maybe? Seems weird. Like the percentage, yeah, yeah. It feels weird. Anyway, for each entity, we're gonna get a random position. Check if we can place it in that position, i.e. nothing else is already in that position. How is this doing? Guess this is doing room positions. Where are we getting room? Ah, we're placing per, yeah, okay, so this is entities, yes, per room. So we've been given a room. So we have the X and Y coordinates of the room. So within the bounds of the room, pick a random position that nothing else is already in. So, I mean, this part makes sense. It's just the randomizing of the entities and items that feels really weird. Yes, go make your toast. Video's ready. Okay, that'll happen later. When money was no object, Lego kit? What's the Lego kit? There's a lot of cool Lego kits. There's like the Dungeons and Dragons one. A bunch of the flower ones are pretty neat. I like my succulents. They're back there somewhere. I have succulents on my desk. Anyway, this, I guess, should work. Start a new game now. You won't encounter anything other than orcs and health potions until deeper in the dungeon. And the deeper you go, the more enemies you will encounter at once. Alright, so... Okay, so the next part of the tutorial has to do with equipment. Excuse me, which means they're just gonna leave it like this. Uh-huh. Too few arguments for place entities. Uh-huh. Yeah, because place entities... requires current floor as well. Do I have the current floor here? Oh, I do. Ugh. Yes, yes, yes. I know you don't want to write to the file while I'm... That better? Are you happy now? Alright. Hey, look, an orc. This is gonna be a lot more difficult if I don't have 1,000,000,000,000 health potions. I suppose I should drink this health potion. For the love of... Where are the stairs? There's nothing even in this room. Aha, stairs. Oh no. Don't stand on the stairs. Ah! Okay. Hey, look, stairs! This is great. Sanderson sister home? I didn't realize that was a Lego kit that was available. No, I'm gonna run away from that troll. Oh god! Mistakes have been made. Oh, I leveled up. Okay. Let's get some strength. But I remember reading that the word orc comes from the Old English words for hell beast. I'd believe that. Ooh, here's a nice scroll. You know what? I'm gonna save that scroll now that things get more complicated. There's nothing to... There's gotta be something. Where's the stairs? Haha, stairs. Oh no. I have a confusion scroll. Let's... well, no, that's fine. Well, it's not the most engaging game in the world, but honestly, I'm kind of having fun. That's probably mostly to do with the fact that I made it, but... oh god. But I'm having fun. In spite of the fact that I don't truly understand... good lord, stop! More strength. I don't truly understand how the entity placements work. Oh no, that was my last health potion. It does appear to be working. I'm not gonna go down there just yet. I need to stock up on health. I think I saw some up here. Aw, why? Oh, good lord. Oh no, there's so many things. Okay, wait, hang on. How about a lightning scroll? Another lightning scroll. Okay, I leveled up. Let's keep going with the strength thing. Well, at least I can now, two-hit orcs. That's kind of nice. The stairs are now something you're reluctant to approach. The system is working. Progress is scary, just like real life. I have... oh no, I don't have any health potions. Oh, this lack of health potions is a little scary, not gonna lie. This is the world's longest hallway. I swear I'm still moving down a hallway. Lightning scroll for the win, and a fireball! This is good. Lightning scroll. Oh good, it did take out the one I was hoping for. Precious, precious health potion. Tolkien if he was Swedish be like, do you mean Helvetbestar? For the love of... okay, things are getting a little dicey now. We're below half health. This is an occasion for a fireball. Hey, level up. I think I'm gonna need... you skipped a valid... yeah, I probably did. That's fine. I think we need to level up some constitution. It's getting a little dicey. Oh my god, health potion! Health potion! It's a giant arena of a room and it's got one little orc. Oh, sorry, two orcs. Yeah, the difficulty increase. Ah, run away! Ah, this is worse! How about a lightning? Okay, great. The fireball didn't work! Oh no! Run away and things get worse. Yeah, right? Oh god, that's... there is no winning in this game, there is only losing. You, go be confused for a bit. Fireballs don't even fully take out an orc. This is very traumatizing. Wait. Oh, that's not the thing that I was hoping it would be. Need those glorious... glorious health potions. Dungeon synth? No, I haven't heard of that. I'll definitely check that out. That might indeed be the vibe. Oh, stairs. What? Ads. Well... too bad. I suppose I should take a break while the ads are breaking. But I'm pretty sure everybody in here has subs at this point for ad-free viewing. No, run away. No, come on. Oh my god, this is so much worse. Rip. Got a couple of fireball scrolls, okay. Let's try some constitution. Haha. Oh, I did a bunch of leveling up. More constitution. Let's have more constitution. Oh, wow, I leveled up so much. Okay. Okay, well that actually worked out pretty well. Seen those videos of the green wizard? I have not. What's a green wizard? Oh, 2 fireball scrolls. What a gift. I'm unstoppable. Oh, I'm not unstoppable. I am absolutely not unstoppable. Haha. Who's this green... what's a green wizard that's a public nuisance? What? Who's a public nuisance? This guy goes around different places and goes behind the counter at McDonald's? Why? For what reason? Hello game, I would like a health potion, please. Room? That does not have health potions. Haha! Glorious health potion. That does not help as much as it used to. Views, obviously. Yeah, well, yeah, okay, fine. Okay. Genuinely, though, where are the stairs? Where have I not explored yet? Can't be stairs here. This is a hallway. Oh, over here. the love of... In the last freaking room, too. All right, here we go. Hey, we're at level 8. Look at us in our health potion. No, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you either. This is terrible. You be confused. Let me run away. Oh, it didn't last long enough. I said, be confused. Oh, we're not making it. We're not making this. We're not making it out of here alive. This is it. This is gonna be the last level. Scroll of Greater Confusion, like a tax form? I love it. Yes. Having to be incredibly strategic about this. Can we make it? Can we make it? Oh, you guys! We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it to level 9. Suddenly jumped from exploring the tutorial to feeling like a playable game. Yeah, I'm kind of having fun. It's not a good game, but I'm amused. Eight hit points. Eight hit points. No, this has just become a runaway. Okay, I lost some of them. That's not gonna work. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope. Oh no! I can't put myself in the fireball, but I can do that. I can do that. Oh, oh, oh. If I level up my constitution. We are hanging on by a thread. Be confused. Don't chase me. Hallelujah, a room with 2 potions and nothing else. No, we're just gonna run. We're gonna rush this. Oh no, I thought I had a fireball. That's not. This is it. We're done. We're done. I don't think I have enough hit points to go here, pick up the scroll, and use the scroll? Yeah, but then the troll got me. Ah! We business, you didn't sign up for this. Are you sure? Yeah, precisely. Anyway. That's actually alright. Yeah, and that's where it saves, so okay. I like it. Well, that, like, works and stuff. Well, that's a pleasant surprise. This track has vocals in it. Let's skip that. Well, it works, so I kind of don't want to touch it. There's not a convenient link to the next tutorial. This will be part 13. Can I just do that? Will that work? Nope. Here we go. Part 13. Gear. This final part of the series will expand our players' options once more, but now they can gain XP and permanently level up their stats by slaying monsters, and they can find single-use items in the dungeon. Is that not precisely like scrolls? Oh, that is scrolls, yes. Stamatical equipment, allowing players to find items that will increase their stats while they wear them. Do I want to get into that right now? I don't know. I don't know that I do, to be honest. What is this? Oh. I have been sent a reel about painting the game pieces in Flamecraft, which is a very cute little dragon board game. Actually, it's ultimately fairly large, but it's a little merchant game with dragons, and the art is so cute. And it's, somebody has painted their minis very nicely. I need to play that game again. We've only played the once. And it was alright, but I feel like maybe it's better with more than 2 people. and probably also better once you understand the rules, because a lot of people seem to really love it. Cap seems quite popular. Yeah, exactly. That's why I wanted it, because I've heard nothing but good things about it, and it's one of those games that you can get third-party box inserts for, which is generally an indication that the game is really good. If somebody's gone to the trouble of making a third-party box insert. But I played it the once, and honestly, I felt kind of meh, but I think I need to try it again with more people. It is super cute, I will give it that. I'm sort of at a loss what I feel like doing right now, because I don't want to dive into this huge thing, because we're not going to get remotely close to the end. In the next half hour. I'm a little bit inclined... I think I might do the refactoring I was talking about. Wait, where is this getting printed out? Let me work on refactoring. That seems like a nice little half-hour activity. So this all makes sense to me. It's the get entities at random part that stopped making sense to me. So ultimately what we want out of this is an array of strings. We want an array of strings. Based on the number of things we want, current floor, and enemy chances. And you are defined where? Here. Ow! Don't punch desks, it's not good. I would be more inclined to do these as a function. Where the number of items available per floor I can't name it the same thing. Max items for floor. Which will take current floor. And then it'll just return something like current floor. Oh, we're totally doing not camel cased variables. I know my own style guide. It'll be current floor, like that's not clear. Max items. Room items for floor. And it'll just be like doubling is kind of ridiculous, but like times like, I don't know, 1.2 or something, not 3.2. And we'll something like that. You'll return an integer. What if I... Oh my god. That's not how we write things. Right? Yeah. What language am I writing? I don't even know. Math.floor is not a thing, is it? Just floor? Can I just be like... Oh, really? Huh. And then have something extremely similar for monsters. But we want more monsters than items. Do we want twice as many? How mean do we want to be? I feel like that will get out of hand real quick. Let's go with 1.5. Maybe that spicy experimentation with recipes again? Exactly. Okay. Oops. And I don't actually want these here either. I'll just stick these at the bottom. Oops, room. Monsters. Floor. Oh. Right, because you do this weird thing. Yeah, okay, so I don't want that anymore. I don't want that at all anymore. I just want this part. And I don't need any of you either. There we go. Okay, so that's all good. Now get entities at random. Now, weighted chances by floor. Is going to be like that. Guess for every item and enemy that I add, I'll have to do another little function. So I'd have to do like orcs. The floor. Current floor. Oh wait, orc. Orc. Chance for floor. And we'll get an int out of that. So where do you get called? Where does this come from? Current floor. Generate dungeon. Which gets called from someplace else. Okay. So we do need to pass current floor around. I was hoping maybe it was a global variable and I didn't have to do that. Welcome back, Hyperstepper. We're refactoring. Oh my lord. I need to not touch this headphone ever. Let's see. Orc chance for floor. I want this one to invert. So the lower we get, or like the higher the floor number, the lower the chances for orcs. Math. Math is apparently not a thing I do very much. What's your funny idea? Well, I think about inverse mathematics, which is Not something I have had to do in a very long time, so forgive me as it takes me a minute to, you know, grind those gears. Because I don't want this to come out to a negative number. I want a positive number. I want a positive integer. But I want it to get smaller. But if you ask some people to make up a language, could be fun. Depends on the people. But assuming they're also conlang enthusiasts, could be a good time. Maybe what I want here is actually like what I want here is like 100 minus current floor. So on floor 1 there's like a 99% chance you'll get orcs. Current floor starts at 1, does it not? We will have this start at 101. Nah, we'll just leave it at 100. Better if they're not conlang enthusiasts? Or more fun? Yeah, I mean, you'll get a hot trash fire of a language at the end. Troll transfer floor. That'll just increase linearly, and I don't. I think I want this to increase a little faster. It's about perspective, but as long as they're interested in making a language, it'll be fun. Whether it's going to be a good language when you're done, probably not. But it could be a good time. With the right group of nerds. I don't know, do I just want to do this like current floor times 10? But I also... What I actually want is like some like linear... not linear, like quadratic functions. Where there's like, it'll go up slowly at first and then go up quickly. Like it'll like ramp up really slow, and then like at a certain floor level it'll start ramping up faster, and then kind of peak at a certain point. But heck if I know how to do that off the top of my head. This is just going to be a linear function. And orcs, I want to do the opposite. I want to start at like, you're only going to get orcs, and then like taper off until you basically never get orcs. Hang on. I need to, I need to dig up some like deep it's like quadratic equations that I want. I don't know. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. X represents an unknown value. A, B, and C represent known numbers. Maybe it's like a sine function? Is this what I'm thinking of? Trigonometric functions? Maybe this is what I'm thinking of. That's not quite it either. I need things that approach limits. The limit of a function as x approaches p is a number L with the following property. Given any target distance from L, there is a distance from p within which the values of f of x remain within the target distance. Is that what I want? Your mom's doing the daily "Are you dead?" check. Well, hi, mom. No, I don't want limits either. I don't remember the name of the thing that I want, but that's the function that goes, you know, like up very slowly and then like it does like a curvy kind of S thing. Limits is not it. Linear, power, quadratic. Ooh, maybe I want polynomial or logarithmic? Hang on. Oh my god. Okay, do I want... Is it polynomial? Polynomial function. I think maybe. Except I kind of want the thing turned on its side, so maybe that's not it. Logarithmic function. Kind of. That's not quite it either. Is it a sinusoidal function? Sinusoidal? No, because that has the regularly repeating thing and I don't want that. Linear power. It's not power, is it? Oh, I'm reaching deep into the math archives in my brain. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, perhaps this is what I want. Okay. kx to the power of n, where k is all real numbers and n equals all real numbers. I could change the way the graph of the power function looks by changing the values of k and n. Powers. Powers! Oh, I think maybe powers is what I want. Would have known this letter 30 years ago. Sigmoid? Oh, maybe sigmoid. Sigmoid. Function? I know that. Oh my god, you're right. Yes, thank you. I just didn't know what it was called. You are so right. This is what I was thinking of. I guess I can open this up in a thing that we can all look at. That might be, you know, better for everybody. Okay. But yes, this shape. This is what I was thinking of. Shaped or sigmoid curve. Common example is the logistic function shown in the first figure and defined by the formula. Other standard functions are given in the examples section. Okay. Now how do I use this for my purposes? Is my next question. Is it maybe this? I think so. But I would like to shift it. Okay. L is the carrying capacity? What does that mean? Okay, K is the steepness of the curve. I thought this was going to be the easy part, guys. So wrong. Alright, well, we're gonna roll with this. But in this instance, what is E? Oh, is this, like E, the number E? I'm gonna go with that's this is very unhelpful. Okay, but the point is 1 over 1 plus e to the negative x, and x is going to be our level. One over 1 minus come here. Okay, 1 minus, no, minus. Can it just be E? I feel like that's not gonna work. How about power of E to the -1 times current floor. Identifier E. Okay, how do I... There we go. Math. E. No, that's not what I want. So the window I wanted you in. Whatever. Come on. Wait, I can get curves and stuff. That's cool. Oh, wait. Hey, there's curves in here. Hang on. Hang on. No, that's not... Love of... Oh, ah! Stop! That's absolutely not what I wanted. Why is that browser even open? Jeez. Go away. Open in this browser window. Jesus. Yeah, hey, if you didn't know, the Steam Summer Sale is on right now. Sorry about that. I don't even know why that browser was open. I thought I closed that, but yeah. Apparently I had a Spiffing Brit video queued up. News to me. Hi, Sneakin7. How are you? Did I say that right? I probably didn't. Quadratic Bezier? Okay. Oh, neat. Okay. Oh, okay. I think this is... not necessarily what I want for this. I think this is getting too complex. Yeah, this is not what I want. I just want to make a basic little logarithmic function. All I want to know is Godot math E. Oh, it's a math, like the number E. How do I? That's what, oh my god, that's, I don't want to read that. 2 to the, that's like 2 to the power of, okay, that's not what I want. I just want to know what this E is and how do I make it? Yes, that one. Oh. You know what we're gonna do? Because I can't be bothered, we're just gonna... No, that's not what I wanted. We're gonna copy that, and we're gonna paste it. Oh my god, no. For the love of... I just copy this. Copy. Paste. Is this even what I want? I don't know. But you need that number, you know? But I don't know how to get it in Godot, and I'm tired of looking for it. Not that I tried very hard, but you know what? For our purposes, this will do just fine. What are you upset about? Power. But you colored yourself all nicely. I thought... Okay, fine. Godot, math, power. Pow. Okay, gotcha. Not power, it's just pow. There we go. One over 1 minus e to the negative current floor. Okay, so if we come back up here, it's got so jazzy. Why are we so jazzy? How did that happen? Oh, that's not jazzy. Let's try something else. Talk about jazzy indeed. Yeah, we'll do some lo-fi hip-hop now. It was not that jazzy when I started that playlist. Okay, so get entities at random is the thing that we're rewriting. So instead of all that, chosen entities. What we want is... Okay. We still want that. Okay, but what this is doing... This was supposed to be an easy thing, and it's absolutely not. Also, it's heckin' toasty in this room right now. Do you normally have to bail around? Yes. Yes, indeed I do. Just give me like 10 more minutes. I want to figure this out. But yes, normally I do have to bail around now so that I can eat dinner, and I did eat today, right? Yes. Oh my god. You know you're having a good day when you're like, wait, did I eat today? But yes, I've eaten today. Excuse me, sorry. I do need to feed myself again like a grown-up and then go to dance class. Just being my usual anxiety-powered self. I appreciate it. I will take the burden of some of the anxiety. Well, that just sounds like elevator music. Ugh. Don't want elevator music. So what this is doing is for the number of entities. You're just depending, like if you want 3 orcs in a room, you're just depending orc. I guess. Okay, so this is generating a list of things, this is generating a list of monsters. This is generating an array of keys of the monsters that we want to generate. Which means we still want this part. What's pick weighted doing? This just seems like a weird heckin' way of... I'm doing something else. This part is fine. This part I can live with. But this... This makes no sense to me. You know what? My brain is fried. This is... I'm gonna leave these here because I want to be able to commit functional code. And this is still gonna work. Okay, no, wait. So we actually don't need this. Okay. Okay. Just run it real quick to make sure that this does still work. It does seem like it still works. Okay. Great. To get back to work on my Godot game, I'm starting to feel the urge to watching your streams. Hey, absolutely. You can borrow motivation. For the love of, I need to stop. Commit functional code sounds like a crime. Committing functional code live on stream. Yeah, I only commit. I am a believer in keeping the master branch in the working state. And since I do one commit every week, I've just been committing directly to master. So this needs to work when I commit it to master today. Do I want to be part of the nonsense language shenanigans? I don't think I would have anything to contribute. If you want me to make up like a random noun or something, I can probably do that, but I don't have any kind of knowledge on how to make a language. What is this? Try that. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Who do we feel like... I'm gonna flip back over here. Who do we feel like raiding today? Who's on? Say 2 numbers, 1 to 3. Both 2. Or do they have to be different numbers? Oh, for the love of ad breaks. I didn't hit my snooze button fast enough. Whatever. We're all fine. Okay, yes. It's syllable structure. Okay. I mean, if you need a random number generator, I can definitely do that. Okay. Who are we rating today? For people in my following list. And that's in the same category. I've got Satolix and Jessica Mack. Oh, for the love of... but she's been on for 6 hours, so I imagine she might be done soon. Or if we go with who am I not following, similar size in the same category. I don't know. With no further direction, let's go with Satolix, because that seems to be what we do these days. Let's go with that. Maybe one day I'll actually hang out in their stream. Yeah, if our stream schedules ever overlap the other way, maybe I'll get a Satolix raid. It's just our schedules don't line up that way whatsoever. Yeah, I like hanging out in the stream for a few minutes after, so we'll go with this one. Start that raid. Okay, so I have the socials. You can follow me if you want. Game Dev Wednesdays, 2 p.m. Eastern, although 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Eastern. Although I'm starting a new job, so that's going to change, but the Friday 3 p.m. streams are not going to change for the time being. Except that I will be back on Friday for a Dwarf Fortress stream, 3 p.m. Eastern. And then next Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern for a Game Dev stream. After that, the schedule is going to get weird. I'll let you know. I'll update in all the places. In the meantime, thank you for hanging out. Thanks for stuff, interactions, helps. I learn things. It's really warm in here. My brain is melting. So I'm going to say goodbye, everybody, and I will see you over in Satolix's stream.